You jumped over the side of the ship.
He nods. He thinks
Wow.
for long. Yeah. I need wet.
Ah, that makes sense.
Okay. Then you get wet. That's good for you.
He nods.
Mr. What is your character's name, Ramses?
We
Galen
don't know.
Dorian.
Oh, Galen. Yeah, Galen Dorian.
Master of the expedition needs you.
He nods and he motions for you to lead him where he's needed.
Okay. And I lead him.
Flop, 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 drip, drip, drip. Yes, and back at the dinner table, yes. The captain is curious as to your decision about which route you will want to take. Do you have any questions about the choices?
I'd first want to ask my Swagen expedition member for his expertise. Perhaps he knows more about the fruit. The tooth thing.
Alright. Right. And, okay, sure. Well, you discuss whatever you've... the Swagen enters. Alright, the hobgoblin enters, followed by a wet Swagen.
Okay. Cool. Ah, there they are.
He just answers and says as greeting.
Yes. Ahem. Yes, my dear fellow, thank you for coming. I have a question for you.
He looks at you.
Have you ever, are you familiar with the, what did you say it called? Tooth, that's the only thing I can remember.
Shargon's teeth.
Shargon's teeth, I'll write it down.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the area called Shargon's teeth? It's very near the city of Stormreach in Xen'drik. A lot of your kind live there.
Okay, he's quiet for a bit as he moves his lips and is looking at you at Galen intently, and he goes, "Yes, good place, much food."
So you know it. You've been there.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a treacherous area if you want to go through it with a ship. A lot of dangerous rocks there, you see. Do you think you know it well enough to guide us through a safe passage through all of the rocks? What do you think?
There's this brief pause as he listens to you intently, stares at you, and goes, "Passage? Passage?"
Yeah. You see,
And
my
I lean
good
over
man.
to the Swagen, and I make a motion with my hands. That's, two lines, and then passing through the middle of them. Pass through.
Yes, lot of sharp rocks. We want to, move between rocks. Do you know a safe way?
And as he does that, I wiggle my hand a little bit. Navigate.
Okay. Yeah, the hobgoblin gets a
Safe.
blank fishy-eyed stare. Navigate?
No. He means we want a safe way to go through the rocks. Do you know a safe
he shakes
way?
He shakes his hand and goes, "No, can't do. No.
Why not?
You." He points at you. Good guide. Need. Yes.
You are not good guide.
He thinks for a moment and gurgles something. And he says, "I not have," and he starts to gurgle.
So you're saying you're not good for the job?
He nods.
Do you think you could get us a good man for the job?
He thinks for a moment and then says no. Very decisively. Roll notice if you wish.
Okay.
Also, did any of your characters ever meet
only
a
two.
real-life Swagen?
I don't think knowing where Galen has gone, like forests and mainly like to hunt and stuff, and deserts probably, but not no. He hasn't been on sea all that much.
Swagen rarely leave the sea. There are a few that live in the docks of Sharn, but they are professional guides for ships.
I rolled a 4.
Ah, yes. The Swagen seems very reluctant to go to Shargon. Shargon's Teeth.
Okay. But he said it was a good place to fish.
Yes.
Giving us mixed messages.
Yes.
I lean over and I say, he doesn't like Shargon's Teeth for a ship.
Doesn't? I thought
For
he
a
said it was a
ship.
good place. Oh, you mean?
I think
he
it's a
just
good
wants to-
place if you're a Sahuagin, but not if you're a ship.
I'm sorry. What's your name again, sir? And I look to the Sahuagin.
All right. He gurgles something, and the best thing you can make of is Crixix.
Crixix. Yes,
Crixix.
Mr. Crixix. Do you think it would be a bad idea for us to go there in our ship?
He says, if you guide, no guide, yes.
And we can't go back to Shan. That would be since we've already left. We should have known
the
this
captain
before
go-
we.
The captain says, deep sigh. Yes, he literally says, deep sigh. Like I was telling you, landlubbers, a little bit earlier, we can go to Guide's Point, which is before the Teeth, and get the guide there.
Where is the guy? Where is that point? I'm asking out of game. Is that like an
Yeah,
island
the
in between or something?
Yes, indeed. Actually, it's before the first island of Shargon's Teeth. There's a beacon there, a floating beacon, and there you can drop off a message stone on a rope. And this will that you are looking for a good guide, and then one will come.
A Sahuagin guide.
Yeah.
And I look to the captain. And you think this guide that we've never seen before can be trusted?
That is the big question. There are a lot of sailors tell tales of guys that lead ships to the doom.
Yes.
That's why you got to be canny with the little sea devils.
And I look back to Crixix there. Mr. Crixix. If we get a guide, do you think you could have a talk with him to see if he can be trusted? Since you know the language?
Crixix can.
Alright, so you'll give it a shot. That's a good chap. Yes, Mr. Crixix, I think we will count on you then for the negotiations.
You see the captain just face it. Okay, captain says...
Actually, I shudder at that myself.
Yes.
I mean the translation. Yes, the translation. There we go. That's a better way to put it. You'll be our translator.
Goes, yes, the captain goes, weary face palm.
Translations. Very good. Yes, now, Mr. Crixix, thank you for your help. You're dismissed. Thank you.
He looks at you with his big fishy eyes going, assist?
You may go.
I go.
Yes. Thank you. See you later.
He of course gives you a greeting which he has practiced very much often. May you devour big trouble.
Yes, thank you. You too.
And before he leaves, I pull him to the side and I say, "If you can get me a swordfish, I would appreciate it."
Alright, he says, Crixus can fish. Yes, fish good.
I want swordfish, and I make like a motion with my nose that makes it really long.
Ah, impaler.
Yes. You get one for me.
He says okay to that, and leaves you all to be.
Excellent.
There you have it, Captain. We will take the middle road, and we will stop at Guide's Point to try to get us a guide, and Mr. Crixix will do the translation, so we're certain the Sahuagin guide is not trying to trick us. What do you say?
I'm saying, where the hell is my notes? Anyway, the captain going, are you kidding?
What's wrong?
Lord Galen the Orion, don't you have a gnome on board? I'm sure I saw one of them talking gnomes.
Yes, we do. What about him? And
Why don't you ask him if he can do the translation?
He's from House Civis.
Aye, that he is.
He'll probably try to shipwreck us on purpose.
Yes, because shipwrecking the ship he's on is really smart.
He'll probably teleport away at the last moment. Crafty little bugger.
He says, "Big frown. Are you insane, me hearty?"
No, I am not. I'm just very wary of House Civis members. And he's a noble. He's a House Scion. Have you seen the mark on his face?
That I have. He looks.
Yes, exactly. So you understand.
He looks at you and says, "You got a mark as well, and you're already."
How did you know that?
Your swagger.
Oh, yes, I see. Yes, but we need to be careful with this gnome. He obviously has his words, but I would not trust him with such a delicate matter. I'd much rather let Mr. Crixix handle this.
The Sahuagin that can't speak trade that well. You're one to rely on him for translations.
Exactly. I say that with a broad smile.
Has the sun touched you too hard?
No, I do not believe it has.
Ah, very well. 'Tis the master's duty to negotiate with the Sahuagin guide.
By the way, if anybody disagrees with me, you can speak up. I know it's a better idea to let the gnome handle it, but obviously Galen is a little bit biased.
Yes, you are a racist bastard. We get that.
No, he's not a racist. He doesn't trust him because he's from a dangerous rival house.
Really? It sounded like you don't trust him because he's a gnome.
No. It's because he's from House Civis.
I'm gonna lean over to the irrational nobleman, and I'm gonna say, I wouldn't trust that Sahuagin with
Why not?
a pinky toe, because he can't fucking speak. Talk to the damn goblin.
No.
You keep asking, or the gnome. You keep telling me that we need to focus on the mission at hand and put aside all other things. Focus on the fucking mission at hand and quit being prejudiced. The gnome is the answer. Talk to him.
Very well, but I want to have you present when I do so, Mr. Valagas, since you seem to be a very adept at seeing when somebody is speaking the truth or not.
That's fine.
All right, then we'll have a talk with him, and I'll try to keep my
No, I
opinions
will
about
talk
how
to him.
civis to myself.
I will talk to him if you can't.
No. We'll do it together, let's say.
Okay.
Very well,
Then
Captain
we'll-
Bronzebeard. We'll have a talk with this gnome fellow. See if he can help us. And Galen visibly doesn't look happy about the thought.
Very well. Now let's see. That's the route. That's the travel schedule. Now what shall we do? Where are my notes? A little bit of a chaos over here. Ah, there we go. Right. Well, luckily you have a lot of time to do so, because the thief of Shargon, or the Shargon's thief, lie about 6 days away. If the weather continues so swellly.
Okay.
Damn, I'm sick.
Then
No,
I guess we
of
know
course
what to do.
Yes. Let's see. Do you want to talk to the gnome now or later?
You know what? I think I've done enough talking for the time being. Let somebody else do their stuff.
Yes.
I need to go to the lavatory anyway.
All right. In that case, is there anything in particular the other people will want to do on board the ship?
Talk to more pretty mamas.
Pretty mama. Aha, pretty mama. You sure?
I don't actually know. Might have calmed down. Be on deck. Look around.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right. Right, you look around and what you are on is a relatively standardly built cargo ship, one made out of soar wood, which is called such because it is very, very light and still extremely sturdy. It glides through the water as though it is a graceful swan instead of a big bulky ship.
So the ship is like he is
Yes, indeed.
already.
Indeed, it is a swashbuckler ship. It is a ship that could have studied the martial arts of the Flashing Eagle. Now, let's see. It is definitely a working ship, a cargo ship. You find out that the crew members all sleep in the forecastle, more or less. There is a weapons deck, which is where that has been mostly cleared out. Where the rest of the crew. Yes, there's the weapons deck and the crew sleeps there, the ship's crew. Then there is a half deck, and that's where all the settlers are pushed in. They are crammed in. And then there is the cargo deck, which is filled, well, sort of filled with cargo. It seems a little bit empty. Also, you do find something very interesting in the cargo hold.
Oh yeah?
Yes, indeed. Stuck to the ceiling is a... Do you know what a caber is?
I think so.
Right. For those who have no idea, and I'm sure some of our listeners will be googling right now, it looks like a tree trunk with all the. It looks like a tree trunk with no skin or branches. It is perfectly round and long. It is about 5 yards long and half a yard, and a foot wide. There is a small metal plate attached to it, and and there's a small metal plate attached to it, and next to the metal plate is a little note that says, "Don't touch."
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes. It's a shiny red button.
Oh no. He's overwhelmed to touch.
Luckily, you don't have the curious hindrance.
Yeah. And luckily it's just wood, so
Yeah.
stares at it a moment like,
Wait,
and then moves on.
wait.
Also, this cargo hold is also where all the livestock is being kept.
Nah.
So, yeah. You make a little bit too much noise and the chickens are going to go off.
Yep.
One thing. The button is stone.
Metal.
Shut up, it's stone.
Very well. If you want it to be stone, can make it stone. Anyway.
There we go. Now you have to touch it, you're a dwarf. It's stone.
No. I'm talking to the swashbuckler now.
Yeah. And he's a human.
Yes, indeed. He goes, huh. That's weird.
Yeah.
Right. By the way, now that you are examining the ship and just wandering around, you may roll a notice test. Let's see if you find the dragon lurking in the cupboard.
I don't have notice, so this is
Yes, I
great.
know.
It's gonna be great. Nothing there. Oh, 1.
Alright. Nope. Well, you find all you can find. Yes, the settlers all sleeping in hammocks and it's basically a organized chaos in there. Well, there are things strewn all about the place, backpacks and sacks and crates and all that is over there. There are a few chickens running around the place, or at least they were running around until the night, and are now sleeping around. And there are just dozens of little islands of settlers sleeping in whatever they brought along with to sleep in. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, I'm done here, I think. That's a quick description of the ship's interior. Do you want to do? Is there anything that sounds interesting right now?
Not really. I think he'll just get back up on deck.
All right. Now let's see. Ramses, I just told everyone that the swashbuckler has found the shiny red button on the ship.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Yes.
He didn't say,
Anyway.
"Ooh, what does this button do," did he?
No, because luckily I don't have the curious hindrance.
Ah. Phew!
He went,
That's a relief.
huh, that's weird, and continued on.
So he found a mysterious red button.
Well, it's actually a little metal thingy attached to a cable that has been stuck to the ceiling of the cargo hold.
That's mysterious.
Indeed. He has also he has not found the
Wait,
dragon
it's not
hiding
a
in
bomb,
the,
is it?
He has not found the dragon hiding in the cupboard.
Oh no. I start to think like that is some sort of bomb that somebody has set up. Like that gnome!
Yes. Now back to the master dwarf. Now that all this silly talking has passed, it's time for to do something useful, right? Right, Reese?
Probably.
Right. So what are you
Sleeping.
planning to do? It's late.
I'm going to rest.
A good idea. Then you can, for instance, you can look at the ship while you're well rested. You could talk to your crew, your craftsman's crew, and work out details of what you're going to do and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Anyway, next morning rises and everybody's woken up by the delicious smell of porridge. Porridge.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh yes, the commoner's breakfast.
Indeed. It is
before I forget,
such an experience to get common food.
Yes.
Before I forget, did I forget to introduce the hobgoblins to Galen?
Yes, you did, but luckily
you
I
did.
will get you a save since before breakfast literally a unit of hobgoblins in full battle array are marching into the breakfast room and headed straight for you. Yes.
No, wait,
They
I
have-
probably recognize them.
Yes, they have the
Okay.
faces on like they have strong stoic faces, and they're looking at you as though they're trying to march through you. But
They're not angry
And the-
sailors, so not alarmed.
yes, at a barked command of probably the hideous hobgoblin you've ever seen,
Whoa.
they all stand still. Stomp heavily, so heavily that you can feel the floor shaking, and then a tall hobgoblin, big hobgoblin, hobgoblin with strangely gentle eyes, addresses you.
Alright. I go
one
and
moment.
stand up, since that seems like proper procedure.
Yes, the lead hobgoblin goes, "Greetings, I am Dorjak Merrick."
Merrick, alright. What can I do for you?
We are here. It says a different. We are here to pledge our swords to your alliance, to your cause.
I see.
And as one, everybody draws weapons. The sailors think, "Oh crap!" And they're rummaging for anything they can find that will function as a weapon.
And I'm gonna roll knowledge history
Yes.
to try to remember the proper procedure. If I need to take the weapons, or I just need to say that it's okay, or yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Yes, indeed.
Unfortunately, my thingy is not too high, but let's hope for the best. Ah! Oh, never mind. I thought I rolled snake eyes, but suddenly the 1 turned into a 4. No reason for alarm. Re-rolling the 4. Now I roll the 1. So that's a 5 in total. I think that's enough to remember the right custom. Really thought I rolled snake eyes.
You think you know the right way to answer. After all, this is Hobgoblin, and that's not really something that people.
True.
You remember that one of your history lessons was about Hobgoblin culture. They are a warrior race, and they value the ideal of the stoic soldier
Yes.
mostly. Although
Okay.
there is also a sect that values the ideal of the warrior instead.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun figuring out which is which.
Yeah, but
So,
how
yes.
am I supposed to react to getting given a lot of swords?
You take them. You first of all you take them honorably, which is using both hands. Luckily, you're at a table, which helps things out. Each soldier goes to you, holds a sword on his hand, kneels down for you, and hands you his sword. You think you need to take the sword, say something warrior-like, and then give it back.